Hey there, my friends. So I am so excited. We are actually at Dance Teacher Web Conference, and I was talking to my beautiful friend, Miss Anne Marie, and we were having a conversation. And I thought, oh my gosh, we actually have to share this with you because it is so valuable. So on this episode of the Aaron Bird Live Show, we are going to talk about how you can create a bigger impact inside your community and teach your students and your family something along the way. So, do you want to share with them what you decided to do? Because she has a studio in Chicago.
It's in Des Plaines, Illinois, where the big $1 billion ticket was just sold for the lottery. No, I didn't buy it though.
Shucks.
Yeah, believe me, I'm bummed.
I mean,
2 blocks from my house.
oh my, no way.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
That's
I didn't know
okay.
that.
That's another story.
That's a whole other story. So she has a studio and is absolutely amazing. Serves her families well, and over the course of the pandemic, she just felt pulled at her heart that she needed to do something and she needed to do more, right? And so something magical happened. What did you decide to do?
Okay, so my name is Anne Marie Frank. I am the owner of AMA Academy of Performing Arts in Des Plaines, Illinois. And like the rest of us, we were all blindsided in March of 2020, and we found ourselves working from home and combining classes and losing classes, and so I had a lot of free time. So my sister and I had heard that there was a need for some lunches at a homeless shelter in Chicago, and they asked if we would make a few sandwiches. So my sister said, well, sure, we'll do that. And they said they wanted like 5 or 10, and for us to drive from the suburbs to the city, we're like, we'll make 100.
Yeah.
We'll make 100. So we delivered 100, and they were just so appreciative. And they're like, if you only knew how many people need food right now, we just appreciate it so much. So we said, let's do it again. So we did it again the next week, made another 100, and then we were having kindness challenges at my studio. Where we would every week challenge the kids to do something special. So one week we might have them write nice, words on the sidewalk in front of their house, just saying "Have a nice day." So we also had them make little kindness cards that we could deliver to senior centers and just say like, "You matter, you're important," and that just was amazing. So they were doing that simultaneously while we were doing the lunches. Then after about 4 weeks, we were like, we need a little help. So we just kind of sent an email out and a Facebook post to our families, and we did another kindness challenge and asked if they would be willing to donate. There's specific items like juice boxes they need and protein bars and lunch meat and those kinds of things. So within, 48 hours, my front step, what looked like a food pantry, all our parents and our families.
So amazing.
Just dropped all this food off, and we thought, wow, this is so cool. We had like another month's worth of food. So we continued to do that, and I said, you know what would be really cool? Those kindness cards that we made for the senior centers, we should put a card in every lunch. So we did. So, and then my sister got real busy with work. She's a mortgage broker, so she was like crazy busy. So,
Right.
So she had some money, and I had time. So it was a really good fit. If we didn't have enough food one week, she would donate the food. I would make the lunches. But then it got even bigger. Then they said, well, can you make 150? We know this church that needs it. So we're like, okay, we could probably do 150 a week. So we just continued, and I said, I'll keep doing this as long as we can get donations. So after a month, that food ran out. So I just did like a random Facebook post in my Des Plaines community, and I said, hey, we're doing this. Would anybody like to help? And not only did we get food donations, but we had people raising their hands saying, can we get the Girl Scout troops to come in to help? Can we get the Boy Scouts? And our own students were also putting together lunches, and it's the cutest thing because you could be 4 or you could be 104, and you can help in some way.
Absolutely.
You can make a kindness card. Believe me, little 5-year-olds love putting things in bags. It's very great for their development, and it's fun. It's a game.
Absolutely.
So we had tons of help. We had lots of food, and we just kept posting on Facebook that we were doing this, and it was a tough time for not only obviously dance studio owners and music studio owners, but for just the world. So people wanted to help. They just did not know what to do. Right. And I had a whole list of things they could do. They could go shopping. They could bring food to my house.
That's the studio owner leader that we are. We're like, we got you with the things how you can help.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my goodness gracious. That's amazing. And then it's just been a ripple effect.
It has, it has. And what's been really cool is like our families like made kindness card making an activity for a family, you know, for their family that night. We have a family with 5 sisters, and they took pictures of them all making really nice cards. And the youngest sister, who's 6, you know, they go all the way up to 16. The 16-year-old's rushing through it, and the 6-year-old said, "These are going to people with no food. Make it nice." So even the little ones really knew the impact that we were having. So fast forward a few months later, even a year later, we just kept doing it. We posted on Facebook, and our local news, our Channel 11 News, which is our public TV, called me. And, you know, of course, I'm like, this is not real, right? So they said, we'd like to come to your home or to the studio or both and shoot a segment. And they did. It was just amazing. They came to my house. We were assembling lunches. We went to the studio. They're like, this is just crazy, the amount of work you're doing. And we're a very small studio. We have about 150 students.
I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
It's
So
awesome. It's great.
Okay, thank you. And then after that, we posted that we were on Channel 11. Oh my God. Good Morning America called us. So Good Morning America called us. We didn't get to go to New York, but they did a satellite, and we were also on Good Morning America to tell our story. So to date, as of today, we're almost at 40,000. We're at like 39,680, something like that. And we never miss. Now we do it twice a week. And during the week, we get seniors to come and help that they have time during the day.
Yeah.
And really, everyone just wants to feel like they have a purpose and they're needed. And it gives our senior community an opportunity to get that really warm, fuzzy feeling too.
I love it. You guys, I think that it's so important for us as studio owners, as leaders in our community, to actually show up in our community and make a difference. Yes, we are making a difference in our students' lives every single day. We are making a difference in our families' lives. But to really, truly be known and encompassed and just to do good and have a bigger impact, you have to show up for your community. And the life lessons that we are teaching our students and our families and showing them how you get involved and how what you do matters is so important.
Yep.
It's so important. And so it really takes you from kind of this one surface level, and really it goes back and shows your families like, yeah, it is more than just dancing.
It is, and the kids are so little that we're teaching to do this, and they learn by example. And I get super excited. I promise you, it's not as much work as it sounds because we have a village behind us.
It's a system.
It's a system.
It's a system.
For sure. We have a really concrete system. I'm just the organizer. We're all organizers. So I've had other studios across the nation. Okay, so we became a 501c3 because it got out of hand. We had businesses.
In a good way. It got out of hand in a good way.
In a good way. We've had businesses come up to us and say, on an individual basis, say, I love what you're doing. Here's my $600 stimulus check. I think we got a few of those from our Chamber of Commerce, some businesses in there. Just because, again, people want to help. They might not have time, but they had a check they didn't need because they were doing well during COVID. And it was just, I couldn't believe it when the first one came. And then this person did it at a chamber meeting. So after that, others followed. So they're like, yes, we'd like to do the same thing. It's just crazy how kind and generous our community, not just our dance school, not just our Des Plaines community, but now we have touched other suburbs as well, and we have people that drive from a half hour, 45 minutes away to come bring us food, or to bring in a scout troop or a children's group. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, we had our first adult special needs group, a group of Down syndrome, young adults, and she wanted to celebrate her 23rd birthday with her friends by helping. And I'm telling you, talk about the most beautiful afternoon. It was just amazing, just amazing. It was the most beautiful 90 minutes of my life.
Oh my gosh, it fills your heart with so much happiness and joy, and to know that you are touching the lives of so many people.
Very grateful, very grateful.
And so my point of this was sharing this with you guys, is that I would love to see more studio owners really looking at how do we do this with our students? How do we get our families involved? You know, as parents too, we're so busy and we know we want this for a child, but it's kind of like, well, I don't know where to go. Or I looked at this place and they're like, no, we can't have volunteers until they're 15, or we can't, right? This is a different way of doing and making a difference, and everyone in the family can get involved, no matter how old they are. So that's absolutely amazing. Now that you're a 501c,
And I don't think I said the name of it either.
oh my gosh. Y'all.
I'm like
Okay.
terrible at
No.
advertising.
No, it's okay. All right, so tell us the name.
It's called Loving Lunches, and our website is lovinglunches.com. It's super easy.
We will add it to this for you guys. We'll put the link on there for you.
Actually, it's Loving Lunches. It might be lovinglunches2020.com.
We'll add it in. We'll add it in, I promise. We'll get it.
We'll
get
get
through
it. We'll
the
get
door.
it. Yeah. Okay. So everybody can be involved. It's super easy. It's super fun, and it's super amazing the impact you can have on. If you don't want to even go as big as your community, start in your school by doing something. Time, and I know I was saying it sounds like I spent a lot of time. It's 90 minutes twice a week, plus a little shopping time, which who doesn't love going to Sam's Club
I
twice a
know,
week?
right? Or you could get it delivered. I mean, like a lot of stuff you can get delivered too. But it's really just about taking the initiative and knowing that no matter what scale you decide to do it on, you are making an impact in your community. So you might not have to go bananas and do 150 lunches every, twice a week. But even if you just started with making 10 a week, 15 a week, something like that, that does make a difference.
Or if you would like to make kindness cards, if your school would like to make kindness cards and send them to me, we will put them in all the lunches. Because I think with the exception of the first 1,000 lunches, all 40,000 lunches have a card. And we just say, like, you matter, and have the kids draw rainbows, smiley faces, hearts, just lovely things, and they sign their name and how old they are. And we've also had our senior community help with that as well. It's just super easy.
It is. So, y'all, I would love for you guys to let us know, number one, what are you doing in your community right now with your families, with your students, to get them out there in the community, know that they can do a little bit more to make a bigger impact and to change the lives of others. And if you're needing something, yes, absolutely connect with myself, connect with Anne-Marie. We're going to go ahead and put the links for how you can find everything below. But I want you guys to know that we had to stop and talk about this today because the world needs a little more kindness, and there's a lot of kindness out there, and there's a lot of people who do want to help, but they just don't know how, right? So, like the amazing dance studio owners and teachers that you are, we just have to organize for them. We just have to tell them what to do, right? And so this is how we tell them what to do.
Absolutely, and we all say that we give back to the community, and we do this and that. This is a very tangible way for your parents to see firsthand that, wow, that's amazing, and my child is part of that.
Right. Oh my goodness, I love it so much. So y'all, okay, make sure you connect with myself and with Ms. Anne-Marie. We'll put all the information. We'll come in here. We'll make sure you can connect. If you have questions about how you can start something like this, I'm sure you're more than welcome to chat. And let's just make the world a little bit better. I think that's all that matters right now.
Yeah, and Erin, thank you so much for sharing my story.
Oh my goodness,
So
I
sweet.
love just seeing the amazing things that we're doing and that we're teaching our students. So I'm going to leave you all there. I hope that you have a fantastic day, my friends, and we will see you again for the next episode of the Erin Bird Life Show. So bye, my friends. Bye.